Good evening. I'm Anna Chlumsky, and I am third-generation Czech-American. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for this honor on this ever-important evening celebrating the centennial of Czechoslovakia. All of this has gotten me thinking big time about just what it means to call myself Czech-American, Bohemian American, Slavic American. So what is Czech-American? To explore this question further, I took to these streets and asked some normal, everyday Americans what they think of when they hear Czechoslovakia.
I think of Czechoslovakian crystal, right? That's really pretty and good, and I wish that I had some.
There was a poster in the library of my elementary school growing up that said Czechoslovakia, and so obviously there was always a fascination with it because it's a very interesting name.
Jet lag. First thing that comes to my mind. I had a buddy, Jan, I remember in Chicago, drinking Pilsner, Urquell, and eating his wife's head cheese. That's pretty good.
Well, I think about how my ancestors are from Czechoslovakia. Well, hi! Yeah.
When I hear the word Czechoslovakia, I think of two things. First, that in 1993, Czechoslovakia separated into Slovakia and the Czech Republic. And the second thing is that I had a camp counselor when I was in the 4th grade. His name was Roman, and he was from Czech Republic.
I think of my trip to Prague in 2006, which was amazing. One of the most picturesque cities, and the people were wonderful, and it was at Christmas time and New Year's, so it was fantastic.
Pilsner beer. I think of Bohemia. I have a great grandfather who was from the Austro-Hungarian Empire. They called him a Bohemian, or he was Bohemian, so I think of that part of the country. And I think of Václav Havel and Prague.
The independence of Czechoslovakia was proclaimed in 1918.
Thank you.
Oh, and this is 2018.
Whoa! So what do you think about when you think about Czechoslovakia?
I mean, so many things, because
Yeah.
that's my heritage. Something that I think of a lot is how the word Bohemia became a misnomer, because a lot of the Romani people settled in Paris, and they called them Bohemians, and so they were La Bohème, right? And so then that became very artistic and strange and different and foreign, and that came over to us, and so then that was basically why we call Bohemians artists and things like that. But so that's a big one, and we're Bohemian. That's our kingdom that we're from. And then polka and and all of the Dorškova and skuzičku, which is the pig skin. I used to always eat that. Sneak it off of my dad's restaurant in the kitchen. Sorry, Dad. There's music. There's please, Dvorak, Song to the Moon, and Rusalka, of course, and Nunway, everything. And Martinu, there's Janacek, there, of course, Mahler, Smetana, Bartered Bride, Václav Havel. I also think, Knedlíky and Listy and Koláčky, Miloš Forman, Sissy Spacek, Kafka and Mucha and, all the music. And St. Wenceslas.
See, well, I know that their national fruit is pork.
I know the national fruit is pork.
Oh, one more thing. And the national fruit is pork.
So, what have we learned? First of all, we've learned that my fellow cast members on the show Veep are really good sports. I know I've learned just how unique it is to be Czech American, Bohemian American, and Slavic American. And I am honored to be a living, breathing continuation of those diasporas. That hyphen, daily, reminds me to honor the journey of my immigrant ancestors and to honor the hope and courage of all immigrant families who arrive in our country today. We are all hyphens. I am a branch on a Bohemian, Croatian, and Romani tree, and I understand with deep humility and gratitude that that is why you've thought of me on a night like tonight. Dziękuję. Oh, and let's celebrate our national fruit.
The national fruit is
Pork. Exactly.
Kde nejhezčí jsou děvy
v republice ČSR,
kde se nám láska zjeví
v republice ČSR,
kde nejsladší jsou pusy
v republice ČSR.
Kdo nezná, ať to zkusí
v republice ČSR.